cold out here today. But I got myself a new toy. So I'm gonna put my big mittens back on.
You gonna run a knife with the mittens?
Well, I can't wear gloves. So it is a Dewalt 8¼ inch portable table saw.
The model is a DWE 7485.
It doesn't work with mittens. Okay, I got it. Oh. Ah, safety guard, who needs that?
You
I know.
You are a prime candidate for a safety guard.
I am. So it seems. You can help.
Oh, I didn't want to rain on your parade.
This is the
Instruction manual.
instruction manual.
Throw that away.
It cranks up very easy when there's no sawdust in it.
There.
Oh, this goes like this. And one over here. So that, oh, that's where you store it. So that's super cool. This is why.
What's here? A lot.
Oh. Just go. This is where the instruction manual might come in handy, I guess, eh? This is pretty nice. When you get out fully extended, it's supposed to come off of there, and then it goes over on this side of those pins. Locks in there, and then it's got this. So then on the handle here, got a push stick that's kind of built right in. That will be super handy. This is your start and stop. Well, that's kind of cool. Cover that switch so that you can't accidentally turn it on. And a full stop there. That's a nice big one. That's good thinking there.
Here's the...
Yeah, and there's the tool to take the blade off. Dust collection.
Yes, which will be nice.
Wrapped up.
You better tell them what you're going to do.
I'm going to build the table. This maple top that was on here is going to go because it's no good for anything anymore. It's all warped and bent and crooked and twisted. And I'm going to build a table that this is going to sit in.
And it's not going to be portable, it's going to be permanent. It's going to be permanent. We have a little Mastercraft that we can move around and take to job sites or whatever. So this one is going to be built into your table with, I guess you're going to use a 4x8 sheet of MDF or something.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be a permanent fixture in my shop.
We won't start the generator today though.
No, not a generator starting day. But yeah, I mean, this saw has had some, we looked at all different kinds, and this one seemed to have really, really good reviews for it. There's a couple of things that were, you know, meh, but overall, having this extra extension out this way is really important because we cut a lot of big pieces of plywood and stuff like that, so that's awesome having that. And
the price, tell them.
oh yeah, the price, we actually got it on sale. It was regular $4.99, so $500, and it was $100 off. We had to drive to go pick it up, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get this thing going.
Nice little saw for 400 bucks.
Yeah, nice saw for 400 Canadian, 400 Canadian. I just can't get over how easy this thing cranks. Yay! my new table saw. I'm going to rip this all apart. And it's held together by 2 rods. Because this is solid maple and it is heavy. So I figure it's just easier for me to try to take it apart. I've already done the nuts that hold the rod in place. So I'm just going to try, get it apart. Too fast. 1. I can't get this right-handed. Yeah, it's warm in here. Take off my new coat. I think I'm gonna take some of these extra benches off too. I'll do that. Just got the seat off. I was gonna try to take this off, but they're actually welded on, so I'm not gonna be able to get that off. But underneath the seat, apparently these tables were made in Sault Ste. Marie. That's pretty cool. These things are pretty old. Maybe I'll have to look it up and see if this company is even still around. So this table was probably, my dad got it from a high school, because the high school upgraded and got new tables. And I'm gonna guess, when we were back in high school, they still had these tables, or tables similar to them, and that was a couple years ago. So probably this table's at least 40 years old, at least. Probably even older than that. So it's really held up pretty well considering what it's been through over the years. There's several pieces of gum underneath underneath the boards there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I might keep some of this maple.
Are you flush there?
These fingers are going to be a problem because it is cold. Like, I'm not cold, but this finger feels like it's frostbitten. We have the frame built. We built it in place instead of building it off because we're attaching it to the existing metal frame table from the old table. So the frame's all ready to go, and we are about to pull out our piece of 3/4 inch plywood and then get ready to put the saw in place. Okay, so this way is good to go. Holy, it's going to be huge. Clamp on it. This is for my bench vise. So it's got to screw up underneath the bench and just slightly below the top.
Bolt through this.
And it's going to bolt into the bottom of that. And those things are heavy. So,
okay, so I'm flush with that.
Keep all the legs nice and stable.
But this has to go this way up.
Which way up?
This way up.
Get what you
That's
can.
not gonna work, no. These, okay. Yeah, see, this corner has to go up. This side has to go down. To the bottom of the level.
Yeah, I know.
That's
But you've got a
perfectly-
big gap right there.
I know, but that's there, then this corner's high. A little bit, so that's what I'm. Do that from that end. High there? That corner, eh?
But that might be when we lift up this.
Okay.
Try that. Way over here. It's a big table. That's gonna go all the way over where it's supposed to go. Yep, I think I'm gonna like this. It's gonna be nice. I am just putting a coat of Varathane on the top just to make it easier to clean, and if I spill any glue or anything on there, should be able to just scrape it off. I've been doing some tweaking to my table, and I added this on the front just to hang my push sticks and my saw and the wrenches for the table saw. And I put a coat of finish on the tabletop just to keep it a little bit cleaner, make things slide a little bit easier. And I added a makeshift dust collection system. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'll show you what I got. So we just have this rubber adapter that we got at the hardware store and a piece of 2.5 inch ABS. That goes down into this old barrel that Jeff cut in half for me. It was a 45-gallon drum and he cut it in half. And this dust collection cap, and just run the ABS into the dust collection cap and it swirls around in there and it collects most of the sawdust, I hope. I'll have to give it a try. Piece of 3/4 inch pine, piece of 1 1/4 inch plywood that I laminated together for another project, and a little piece of 2x4. I'm actually a little bit nervous. I haven't really ran a power tool since I cut my fingers. Something's not happening. Oh, I gotta turn on my power bar. There we go. Let's try that. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Definitely want. Like I said, I'm surprised how nervous I am about using this thing. My fingers are still pretty fresh in my mind, so. But we'll get her done. is pretty nice. Oh, I was gonna check out my dust collection, see how that went. Oh, I didn't really cut that much, but I see no sawdust down around here. Yeah, it's collecting. It's gonna work pretty good. Everything, can't wait to actually start using it to make some projects. And I wanted to give you a little update on my fingers. Got my stitches out. They ended up leaving them in 5 days longer because it was, that's healing slowly, but it just seemed like it was a little too soon to get them out. So I ended up waiting another 5 days. So I got them out 2 weeks ago, and they're actually looking really good. They're not nearly as wonky as I thought they were going to be. But if you're squeamish, maybe you don't want to see this, I don't know, but I'm going to show them to you. So it's nasty and it's scarred. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you know, for what I thought they were going to look like to what they actually look like, I think they look fantastic. And I do have no feeling in this fingertip because it obviously cut a lot of nerves when the blade cut into that. But it's going to be good. It's going to be a couple years before I get all the feeling back, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And I have all 10 fingers still. In the new cold storage, I need to get out some carrots, and I've got some parsnips and beets as well. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. In the fall, I stored all my carrots out of my garden in damp sawdust. And I got 50-pound bags of beets and parsnips from someone. So I also stored them the same way, and I just want to go through and see what they look like. We did end up adding a piece of silver board to the back because the concrete block was getting too cold in here. So we had to add some of that just to maintain the temperature a little bit better. But these are the carrots I did. I've been picking fresh carrots out of here. And let me just dig down. Some little tiny things in there. But yeah, I don't know if this is normal or not, but they're starting to root a little bit in this damp stuff, and they're getting little tops on them, but they're still nice and firm, and they feel really crisp, and they're really delicious. They haven't changed in flavor at all. I'll just dig through and find the carrots down here. Yeah, see how they're rooting a little bit, but we've eaten well over half of them, and I put them in here. When was that? In October, maybe a little bit before October, but I mean, they're holding up really well, and I'm really impressed with them. Over in this tote here, I've got parsnips on this side and beets on this side. Potatoes and onions are storing really well in here too. So, how can I have too much stuff in here already? I don't understand. Anyway, okay. Let's check out the parsnips. Oh yeah, look at that. They're starting to grow just a little bit on the tips too, but they look fantastic. Check out the beets. Oh, look at that. I think I'm gonna like doing it this way. Those things are as good as the day I put them in there. What's that, Cutter? That's a beet. You don't like that. So yeah, oh, I like this idea. This is really good.